thank God.
Sorry about that. Just be a second. That's a clean burning hell, I tell you what.
Before we start this video, guys, I gotta kind of sort of let you guys know that this video is in response to another video that I saw yesterday. Not the Bill Maher video so much, which by the way we will talk about here shortly. It's to another YouTuber who released this video, I think it's yesterday morning, I think it was. It may have been 2 mornings ago, but I wanted to kind of make a rebuttal to this because it's not exactly what this guy thinks. And don't worry, we'll be talking more about him shortly. By the way, that video will be in the description box as well as the full clip from Real Time with Bill Maher, the clip that I'm about to talk about. The full clip will also be in the description box as well. And I'm here to go ahead and tell you guys right now, Bill Maher is not going through a red pilling process. Bill Maher is simply coping with the decisions and the things that he has pushed and the things that he has believed for the past 40 or 50 so odd years. He is 66 years old now, but he's basically been somewhat of a liberal for a while. Now, guys, we'll be discussing this further here shortly, but before we do this, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys share the video. Sign off in the comment section. I have been banned on Facebook, restricted for 30 days. I think I've only got about 10 more days left. Don't worry, these videos will also be going on Facebook, and they will be going on Instagram once I get everything updated. And let's go ahead and get this. By the way, guys, let's go ahead and get about 100 to 200 thumbs up on this video. I think people need to kind of understand that this is not a red pilling moment, and you don't want to get things wrong about people, but more on the lines of just a good old-fashioned, I'm coping with the decisions that I've made. Now, before we really and truly go after Bill Maher, I want to give you guys another example of what I mean. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the viral video that Michael Rappapport, a very, very useless person in my opinion, he released the other day in Rite Aid. Now, I didn't put that video in this clip, but I'll try to find it and place it in the comments for you guys, where he's sitting there screaming, this guy right here, Louis, just walked into this Rite Aid and just straight up stole this stuff right in front of the security guard and walked out, and you're not going to arrest him or anything? This is called you voted for these policies. It's called you voted for this progressive bullcrap. That right there is what the hell this is, all right? Now, with that there out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and roll this clip, and I'll go ahead and analyze it for you.
Let's get this straight. It's not me who's changed. It's the left, who is now made up of a small contingent who've gone mental and a large contingent who refuse to call them out for it. But I will. That's why I'm a hero at Fox these days. Which shows just how much liberals have their head up their ass, because if they really thought about it, they would have made me a hero on their media. But that can't happen in this ridiculous new era of mind-numbing partisanship, where if I keep it real about the nonsense in the Democratic Party, it makes me an instant hero.
I could understand why somebody like Officer Brandon Tatum, the person whose other clip I'm going to be placing in the comment section, I can understand why he may think this is a red-pilling moment, but it is not a red-pilling moment. Just because he had the same type of moment thinking of the Democratic Party and what the left has become does not mean that that person has been red-pilled. What this is Bill Maher being a liberal for over 40 years and realizing that the left has gone way too damn far. Anybody who's familiar with Bill Maher knows that his audience, for the most part, is quite secular. Now, guys, really, really quick, I hate to invoke this name, but when you see something that's very, very interesting, you got to point it out. You guys know that I'm not a fan of Dan Crenshaw. If you guys remember when Dan Crenshaw debated him on Real Time, Bill Maher was exposed because he did not have the crowd behind him. He did not have people cheering him on. He did not have that. He did not have that applause line. Those little sycophantic fans that sit in the audience that go by the laugh track and go by the applause track of when to actually applaud and make noise in Bill's honor for Bill's, to kind of support Bill on, kind of root him on. That's kind of what makes him look like he's dominant in debates when in reality he's really not. Crenshaw, a guy I don't like, kind of proved that last year during coronavirus when he was on Real Time with Bill Maher. Bill Maher has never been that great. He's never literally been that smart, even if he does take sometimes he'll tell some little nugget of actual truth. For the most part, he's always been a sycophantic lefty. He says things like, well, the left has given me all this material to work with. You got the emoji of the pregnant man. Stupid crap like that right there. The insanity. Bill, I'm here to say to you right now, your beliefs from the 90s, the 80s, the 2000s, when Obama was, dude, you donated that fool twice. You donated to Hillary Clinton, and I know good and damn well you donated, and you friggin' turned right back around and voted for Joe Biden. You voted for the crap you got that's going on right now. I know for a fact that you did, all right? What you're simply doing is you are coping now with all the stuff that you pushed back in the 90s and the early 2000s, and now it is starting to blow up in your face because it's gone way too far to the left. Now, I know somebody's going to be thinking, Bill's the moderate. Bill's always... Bro, Bill Maher has spent his entire life, he claims to be a comedian. I've just never really found him funny. I've never found Bill Burr funny either, but he has spent his entire career bashing Christians, bashing working class people. He has spent most of his entire life also not just bashing the working class, but bashing anybody who's pro-2A. He has went out of his way to bash anybody that was pro-military or pro-America. He has spent his entire life doing this, just like Michael Rappapport and many other liberals. You know, speaking of Brandon Tatum, the other day he talked about Charlemagne the God, and Charlemagne the God had a red-pilling moment because he said, "Where's Trump at?" I think Charlemagne the God was trying to get shock humor out of a crowd. We all know he's going to vote to the left again. He even said it before, "I'm only voting for Kamala. I'm not voting for Joe." You guys see what I'm saying? Fact of the matter is that Bill Maher is coping with everything that he pushed for years on his show. It's now at his friggin' doorstep. He's seeing it because all these liberals came in there and they completely tore up his toys, tore up his front yard. He didn't realize they were going to do that, and they basically took a shit on his face because Bill's been in the crosshairs of cancel culture here recently, trying to say, "Oh my God, I'm very, very moderate. This is not what I wanted. I'm still pro free speech." Dude, shut the hell up, dude. Bill, you pushed for all this crazy nonsense. You pushed for it for years. You preached it on your show to that secular audience of yours, and now the crap is blowing up in your face and you can't friggin' handle it. So no, Bill Maher did not have a red-pilling moment. What happened to Bill Maher was that Bill Maher got all the policies that he wanted, but they were on steroids. The left went too damn far, and now he's got to cope with it. Now he's got to deal with it, especially with him living in a big city. Now he sees this crap. It's affecting his life. And right now what he's doing is he's crying out to the Democratic Party, "Please don't do this. Please don't do this anymore. Please don't defund our police departments. Please don't, please stop passing judgment on our children. Please stop telling people like myself that we're oppressors." That's who he's really talking about. He's not talking about kids when he says that kids are being taught to be oppressed. He's talking about him because, see, Bill is also white. He's probably been told this in the back by people who are not white. He's probably been told this in the back where he's at HBO from people who probably want him off the air because he's been there for so long, because they're just trying to get rid of anybody that's actually white or not of color, if you guys know what I'm saying. Bill is probably in the crosshairs and probably secretly in the crosshairs. So right now, what does he do? He goes out there, he complains to his audience. He knows that 75% of the people who watch his program vote Democrat. A lot of them voted for Obama. A lot of them got Trump derangement syndrome. A lot of them hate conservatives. So he wants to go out there and whine and complain about the bullshit he's got to deal with, which, by the way, is the bullshit that he helped push for years, if you guys see what I'm saying. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys share the video. Also, sign up in the comment section. Let's get a couple hundred likes on this video so that way the YouTube algorithm will push it out. And I will see you guys later.